we have already given two videos from the chapter of physical features of India in class 9. So the last part of the physical features of India we will discuss today. So last part up to coastal regions, eastern and western coastal plains, it is already finished in the video number 2. And now we start another features of the physical divisions of India, like the Great Indian Desert. Great Indian Desert. The Great Indian Desert. It is located in the western part of the country. So let us to make one map of India to show where is the Great Indian Desert is located. So this Rajasthan, this region, the arid region of the Rajasthan, the border of the Pakistan and Rajasthan or India. So this region, the Great Indian Desert is located. So this is known as Great Indian Desert or Thor Desert. Another name of the Great Indian Desert is called Thor Desert. So Thor Desert, actually I want to say you what is a desert. Desert is a sandy, rocky land masses where little water and no vegetation. This area is called the desert. So where the tremendous temperature is there, rainfall is minimum. So this area is known as a desert. So in the western part of India, the Great Indian Desert is located. Let us to understand about the features of the Great Indian Desert. So you can write this point also. So number 1, it is located in the western. It is located in the western part of Rajasthan. You can say 1 point. Number 2, minimum 25 centimeter rainfall occur in this area. And nearby 200 millimeter rainfall occur in this area. The scanty rainfall is there. So rainfall is very less in this region. So this area, tremendous temperature is there, and this temperature naturally sand dunes, barches like structure can be seen. Here the dust wind blows. This in the summer season we can found that this dust storm is called the Loo. Always dust storm is blowing in this region. This storm is called the Loo. Number 3, you can give the point like that. There is a little water and no vegetation. There is a little water and scarce vegetation. What type of vegetation can we grow on that region? Naturally, these vegetations are thorny bushes, cactus, date palm. This type of trees, this type of bushes are grown in this area. So here only for the animals like camel, desert snakes and lizards can be found, and some gazelles. These are some common animals can be found in this region. So, and this area is tremendous extreme climate, the harsh climate. This climate is not suitable for population live. So vegetation. So we have already discussed about the characteristics of the desert region of the country. So we'll start. Next physical division is peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau or the southern plateaus of the country. So southern plateau, peninsula. What is known as peninsula? A land shape like this, which is covered with three sides water, is known as peninsula. A land shape area which is already covered with three sides water is known as peninsula. Southern side of India is known as peninsula because this total peninsula is covered with Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal Sea. So you can understand that what is the meaning of peninsula. So peninsular plateau, where is it located? Peninsular plateau is divided into two categories. One is the central highland and Deccan plateau. So peninsular plateau divided into two categories. One is the central highland and Deccan plateau. So we have to study after making one map. Follow this map carefully. This is not the actual map, but to make you understand, I am already making this map. So suppose you think that this is Indian map. So southern side totally is covered with three side water. This is known as peninsula, Bay of Bengal Sea, Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. So peninsular plateau is divided into two categories, central highland and Deccan plateau. Here is a hill in Rajasthan that is known as Aravalli. Aravalli hills, and plateau on this region is known as Malwa plateau. Malwa plateau. Here is a range. It is a range, Satpura range. Satpura range. And here already one river flows in this area. This river is known as Narmada river. Narmada river. This Narmada river, it starts from Narmada river to Aravalli hills and Malwa plateau. This total region is known as Central Highland. It directly goes towards the east from Chota Nagpur plateau. Here is given one plateau of India that is known as Chota Nagpur plateau. This plateau is known as storehouse of minerals. Storehouse of minerals. So Central Highland, northern part of the peninsular plateau is known as Central Highland. It started from Narmada river to Malwa plateau, Aravalli hills. This area is covered with old crystalline rocks. This is known as Central Highland. So Central Highland, so many rivers are flow in the Central Highlands. Let us to understand which rivers flow from the Central Highland. So rivers flow here. Chambal, Betwa, Son, like these rivers flow in this region. So this area is a Central Highland, and another part of the peninsular plateau is Deccan plateau. This is the southern side of Indian peninsula. This is known as Deccan plateau. It is also made by old crystalline rocks. Maximum minerals are obtained from these regions of India. So Deccan plateaus, we can get it, and two chain line of the mountain ranges in this area. we directly say that due to tail lines of the mountain ranges forming in the eastern and western side of this plateau. This is known as Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats, and western side is known as Western Ghats. Western Ghats are also called Sahyadri range, which are called Sahyadri Western Ghats. These are the narrow mountain ranges which are already found from the western part of the India. This is known as Western Ghats. Here the mountains is not more than 900 meter height. So here is the highest mountain range in the Western Ghats is mountain is known as Annamalai mountain. Annamalai mountain, and the peak of the Annamalai is known as Anaimudi. So this is Anaimudi is the peak of the Annamalai mountain. So it is the mountain of the Western Ghats. So, and so many hills are there. Cardamom Hills, Nilgiri Hills. These are some hills of South India. On the other hand, Western Ghats, the highest mountain is called Mahendragiri. So Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats are Ghats are the higher than the Eastern Ghats. It is the barrier of the southwest monsoon. It is the directly southwest monsoon enters to the Indian subcontinent in this region. Because of the Western Ghats, the tremendous rainfall occurs in this region. So these are already happening in India. So we can understand about the chain line of the mountains from Narmada river of Tapti river to Kanyakumari, this region. Chain line of the mountain is known as Western Ghats. Here up to Mahanadi river to South India in Tamil Nadu, this region, the chain line of the mountain range is called the Eastern Ghats. So this is known as totally known as the peninsular plateau of India. Peninsular plateau divided into Central Highland and Deccan Plateau. Central Highland starts from Narmada river to Aravalli ranges or Malwa area. So these regions we can call Central Highland. It stretches from Chornagpur plateau. So this region. Another part of the Indian peninsula is Deccan Plateau. It is located in the southern part of India, and here are two tail lines of the mountains are there. These are known as Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats of the mountain. So these are the features of the peninsular plateau of India. Last and final physical division of India is island groups of India. Island groups. Island means the area which is covered with total all sides of water is known as island. So island groups are divided into two categories. One is the island of Bay of Bengal, islands of Bay of Bengal. And islands of Arabian Sea. Let us to understand about the island of Bay of Bengal. That means Bay of Bengal is here, follow. Bay of Bengal Sea. Here the island group is known as Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It is one group. This island. Another is these islands known as Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea. This is Arabian Sea. So Lakshadweep is the island of Arabian Sea and Andaman is the island of the Bay of Bengal. Okay. So island of Bay of Bengal, that means Andaman. At first we will discuss about the Andaman Island. Andaman and Nicobar Island is number one. It is a Union Territory of India. Union Territory of India. Number one, it is a Union Territory of India. These are volcanic origin. Mountains are made by the volcanic eruption. So volcanic activities are there because here only for the active volcano of India is located in Andaman and Nicobar Island. This active volcano is known as Barren Island. Number 3, Barren Island of Andaman. The active volcano is there only. That means bracket I am writing about the active volcano is there. So, how many islands are there? There are approximately 200 groups of islands. 200 groups of islands can be seen in 200 islands can be seen over there, not groups. 200 islands are there. 200 islands, but all are not habited. Maximum islands are inhabited. Only for the 20 islands people are living in North Andaman, South Andaman, Middle Andaman. Some population are living, but maximum are not inhabited. Or inhabited, that means not habited. People are not living on these, and these are for the reserve forest. Now, that means there are 200 islands can be seen. 200 islands can be seen in this region. So, the headquarters of the Andaman and Nicobar Island, headquarters is Port Blair. That is, Port Blair is the capital city of Andaman. Which is the capital city of Andaman? That is, Port Blair is the capital city of Andaman. So, I have said you about this. These are the volcanic origin island. One of the active volcano is located in Andaman in Barren Island. There are 200 islands. All the islands are not habited. All are inhabited. Maximum to 20 islands people are living, others are reserve forest. Headquarters is Port Blair. So, this is the island of the Bay of Bengal. Another island group is Lakshadweep, island of Arabian Sea. It is Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep Island. Nearby 36 islands are located in Lakshadweep. 36 islands. That means main islands Lakshadweep, Amindivi and Minicoy. Three islands make together Lakshadweep. It is located in the Arabian Sea. These islands are called Coral Island. Naturally, Coral Island. It is made by the deposition of coral. Coral means the dead bodies of the plants and animals and their polyps deposited higher and higher, forming the island is known as Coral Islands. So, Lakshadweep is Coral Island. Basically, economically important. They are already directly related with the fishings and others. Famous for the natural beauty. So you can say that. So these are the coral island of coral island, because it is made by the coral polyps deposit by the sea waves. So you can understand about this one, Andaman and Nicobar Island, Lakshadweep Island. So, and Kavrati is the headquarters of the Lakshadweep. Port Blair is the Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Island. Like Lakshadweep, Kavrati is the capital of Lakshadweep Island. So we can understand about the island groups of India. So we have discussed what in first video: northern plains, Himalayan regions, and then coastal plains of India, then peninsular plateau, island groups, so many things, so many groups of physical features of India already discussed today. I think that you can understand better. So if you have problem, then you contact with me. Thank you very much for all today. So you follow this and you try to solve the question and answer from your NCERT books. So have a nice day. Bye.